To manifest anything, the conversation you hold within yourself must be intentional and powerful. You are constantly speaking to yourself, but how you speak matters more than you think. The words you choose are not just idle thoughts, they are instructions to your mind, shaping the very reality you experience. The moment you align your inner dialogue with what you want, you set the wheels of manifestation into motion. Affirming your desired reality is one of the most powerful steps you can take in manifesting the life you truly want. When you affirm, you are not merely speaking idle words, you are declaring to your subconscious mind and to the universe the truth you wish to experience. Every thought, every affirmation is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your mind. And just like seeds, these thoughts grow and blossom into the reality that surrounds you. To affirm your desired reality is to step into the version of yourself that already has what you seek. When you affirm something, you're not just hoping or wishing for it, you are acknowledging that it already exists in the unseen. This is the critical difference between affirmations that work and those that do not. The energy behind your words must be grounded in the belief that your desired outcome is a present reality, even if it hasn't yet physically manifested. By affirming your desired reality, you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. You send out a clear signal that this is who you are, this is what you experience, and nothing else is entertained in your mind. One of the most significant aspects of affirming your desired reality is to speak in the present tense. This is key, because the subconscious mind operates in the now. It cannot differentiate between past, present, or future. So when you say, I will be successful, or one day I'll be happy, you are constantly pushing that success or happiness into future. You are affirming a distance between yourself and the thing you want. Instead, you must affirm in the present, saying things like, I am successful, I am happy, or I am abundant. This present tense affirmation tells your subconscious that this reality is happening now, and your mind begins to adjust your thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions to align with that truth. The more you affirm, the more you impress this desired reality upon your mind. Consistency is crucial. It's not enough to say an affirmation once or twice and then forget about it. You need to continually immerse yourself in these affirmations until they become the predominant thoughts in your mind. The more often you repeat these affirmations, the deeper they penetrate your subconscious. This is why many people suggest writing down your affirmations, saying them aloud, or even mentally repeating them during your day. Repetition strengthens the message and reinforces the belief within you that what you affirm is already real. When you affirm your desired reality, you also evoke the emotions that come with it. Simply saying the words is not enough. You must feel what it would be like to live that reality. How would you feel if you had already achieved your goal? What emotions would you experience if you were already living the life of your dreams? Feel those emotions as you affirm. Let your body, your heart, and your mind be filled with the sensation of having exactly what you want. The feeling is what cements the affirmation into your consciousness. Without the emotional component, the affirmation remains shallow and may not penetrate deeply enough to cause a shift. Affirming your desired reality requires eliminating any contradictory thoughts or beliefs. If you affirm, I am abundant, but deep down you believe that money is scarce, or that you are not worthy of financial success, these underlying beliefs will sabotage your affirmations. That's why it's essential to recognize and remove limiting beliefs that conflict with your desired reality. When you affirm, you must do so from a place of clarity and certainty. There can be no room for doubt in your mind, for doubt is what keeps your desires from manifesting. If you catch yourself thinking or saying anything that contradicts your affirmation, immediately replace it with a thought that aligns with your desire. For example, if you think this is too hard, immediately say to yourself, I am capable, and everything is unfolding perfectly. Another aspect of affirming your desired reality is to focus on the outcome, not the obstacles. Many people get caught up in the how. How will this happen? When will it happen? What needs to change first? But the how is not your concern. Your job is to affirm what you want as if it is already yours and allow the universe to handle the details. The more you affirm the end result, the more the universe will align circumstances, people, and events to bring your desire into physical reality. When you stay focused on the end result, you allow the flow of energy to move freely toward your goal, rather than stifling it with doubt, worry, or fear. Affirming your desired reality is not just about saying positive things, it's about embodying those statements as your truth. When you affirm that you are abundant, you must begin to act, think, and feel like someone who is already abundant. When you affirm that you are loved, you must carry yourself with the confidence and joy of someone who knows they are cherished. This alignment between your words, emotions, and actions is what brings your desires into fruition. You must live in the end, speak in the end, and feel in the end. When you do this consistently, your desired reality will begin to unfold before your eyes. Using present tense statements is a fundamental principle when it comes to manifesting your desires. When you speak as if something is happening right now, you align your mind with the reality you want to create. This shift in language might seem small, but its impact is profound. The subconscious mind, which is responsible for bringing your desires into reality, operates entirely in the present. It does not understand past or future in the way the conscious mind does. Therefore, when you use future tense statements such as I will have or I am going to, you are essentially telling your subconscious that what you want is always out of reach, always in the future, never in the now. The language you use in affirmations is vital because your mind takes what you say literally. The subconscious doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. If you say, I will be successful, you are telling your mind that success is something that will happen later, but not now. This keeps you in a perpetual state of waiting. To shift this dynamic, you must declare, I am successful, even if you have no physical evidence of that success yet. When you speak in the present tense, you are affirming that this reality already exists for you, and your mind begins to align with that belief. One of the reasons present tense statements are so effective is that they create an immediate sense of ownership over your desires. When you say, I have wealth, I am loved, or I am healthy, you are no longer hoping or wishing for these things to happen, you are claiming them as part of your current experience. This shift in perspective is crucial because it changes your entire energetic state. Instead of operating from a place of lack or need, you begin to live in a state of fulfillment. When you feel as though your desires are already yours, you naturally attract experiences and circumstances that reflect that inner state. This approach also influences how you behave and interact with the world. For example, if you affirm, I am confident even when you may not feel confident at the moment, you start to carry yourself as someone who is. Your body language changes, your tone of voice becomes more assured, and your decisions become bolder. Over time, this shift in behavior reinforces the belief in your mind that you truly are confident. The present tense statement, I am confident, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is the power of speaking as if your desires are already a part of your reality. Moreover, using present tense statements helps to eliminate the feeling of separation between you and your desires. When you say, I will find love, you are unconsciously affirming that love is something outside of yourself, something you don't have yet, and something you must seek. This creates a sense of distance between you and what you want, which can lead to frustration, impatience, and doubt. On the other hand, when you declare, I am in a loving relationship, even if you are currently single, you collapse the gap between your current state and your desired outcome. You begin to feel as though love is already part of your life, and this feeling draws love toward you effortlessly. Using present tense statements also taps into the law of assumption, where you assume that what you desire is already true. When you say, I am wealthy, you are not pretending or deluding yourself. You are stepping into the mindset of someone who already has what they desire. You begin to think like a wealthy person, make decisions from a place of abundance, and attract opportunities that reflect that mindset. Your external world starts to mirror the internal reality you have affirmed. The universe responds to the vibration you emit, and when you speak in the present tense, you emit the vibration of already having your desire. Another important aspect of present tense statements is that they remove the need for struggle and striving. When you say, "I am becoming more successful," you are subtly telling yourself that success is a process, something you have to work toward. While there is nothing wrong with growth and improvement, this mindset can sometimes keep you stuck in the feeling that you are not there yet. By shifting your language to "I am successful," you bypass the need for endless striving and embrace the feeling of having already arrived. You stop chasing your desires and instead allow them to come to you. It's also worth noting that present tense statements should be repeated consistently. The more you affirm something in the present tense, the more deeply it becomes ingrained in your subconscious mind. Repetition creates belief. At first, saying "I am wealthy" or "I am in perfect health" might feel strange or even false, especially if your current circumstances don't reflect those statements. But as you continue to affirm these truths, they start to feel more natural. Your subconscious begins to accept them as fact, and once your mind believes something is true, your reality must follow suit. This process requires patience and trust. It might not always feel like your affirmations are working, especially if you don't see immediate results. But rest assured that every time you declare something in the present tense, you are planting a seed. The more you nurture that seed with consistent, present tense affirmations, the more it will grow and eventually bear fruit in your life. Remember, your words are powerful, and when spoken in the present tense, they have the ability to shape your reality in ways you may not even fully understand yet. Using present tense statements is not about denying your current reality, but about stepping into the reality you desire. It's about claiming your power as a creator and recognizing that you have the ability to shape your life with your thoughts and words. When you affirm your desires as already true, you align yourself with the energy of having them, and that alignment is what brings them into your physical experience. Your words are the bridge between your inner world and your outer world, and when you speak in the present tense, you accelerate the process of manifestation. Embodying the feeling of your desire is the secret key to turning your thoughts into reality. When you embody the feeling of your desire, you are no longer separate from it, but you become it. This shift is more than just thinking positively or visualizing what you want. It is about fully immersing yourself in the emotional state of already having what you seek. This is a transformative practice because it moves you from wishing and hoping into the realm of already experiencing, which is where true manifestation occurs. The reason why embodying the feeling of your desire is so powerful is that your emotions act as a signal to the universe. Every feeling you have sends out a vibration that attracts similar experiences back to you. If you constantly feel doubt, lack, or fear, you will attract more situations that make you feel the same way. On the other hand, if you cultivate the feelings of abundance, love, or success even before they show up in your physical reality, your vibration shifts to match the frequency of those desires. The universe, responding to this frequency, begins to align circumstances, opportunities, and people that reflect the feelings you are embodying. To embody the feeling of your desire means to live in the emotional state that you would if your desire had already been fulfilled. For instance, if you are manifesting wealth, it's not enough to just think about money or visualize yourself having it. You must feel the security, freedom, and joy that come with financial abundance. How would it feel to be free from financial worries? How would you carry yourself if you knew that your financial needs were always taken care of? These are the emotions you must evoke and embody as if they are your current reality, even if your outer world has yet to change. One of the challenges people face when embodying the feeling of their desires is the apparent disconnect between their current circumstances and what they want. It can feel difficult to evoke feelings of love when you're lonely, or to feel abundant when your bank account says otherwise. However, this is precisely where the power of imagination and faith comes in. Your outer circumstances do not define your inner state unless you allow them to. You have the ability to generate any emotion you desire, independent of what is happening around you. By practicing this skill, you begin to shift your inner world, which will inevitably lead to changes in your outer reality. When you embody the feeling of your desire, your mind and body begin to align with that state. Your actions start to reflect your new emotional reality. For example, if you are embodying the feeling of success, you might find yourself making bolder decisions, taking inspired action, and attracting new opportunities that align with that success. Your posture, tone of voice, And even the way you interact with others will start to change because your internal state is one of accomplishment and confidence. This alignment is what draws your desired experiences to you. The universe responds to who you are being, not just what you are asking for. It's important to understand that embodying the feeling of your desire is not about pretending or forcing yourself to feel something you're not. It's about tapping into the emotional experience of having your desire and letting that feeling guide your thoughts, actions, and behaviors. You are essentially rehearsing for the reality you want to experience. This is not an act of self-deception, but a conscious creation process where you mold your inner world to reflect the outer reality you wish to see. As you do this, your subconscious mind begins to accept this new emotional state as your default, and it works tirelessly to bring it into physical form. Another critical aspect of embodying the feeling of your desire is consistency. Just like building any new habit, it takes time to train your mind and emotions to stay in alignment with your desires. At first, you may find it challenging to sustain the feeling of already having what you want, especially if your current reality contradicts it. However, the more you practice this emotional alignment, the easier it becomes. Over time, it becomes your natural state of being. You no longer have to force yourself to feel abundant, loved, or successful, because those emotions have become a part of who you are. And when you reach that point, manifestation becomes effortless. It's also important to recognize that embodying the feeling of your desire doesn't mean you won't have moments of doubt or fear. These emotions are a natural part of being human. The key is not to dwell in those lower vibrations for long. Whenever doubt or fear arises, use it as a signal to reconnect with the feeling of your desire. Remember why you are choosing to feel abundant, loved, or successful, and gently guide yourself back into that emotional state. The more you practice this, the quicker you will be able to shift your emotions when they waver. In embodying the feeling of your desire, you begin to see the world through the lens of your fulfilled desire. Your perspective shifts. Instead of seeing obstacles, you start to see opportunities. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you focus on what you are already creating. This shift in perspective is crucial because what you focus on expands. By focusing on the feeling of already having what you want, you give energy to that reality, and it grows. You attract more of the experiences and circumstances that match the emotional state you are embodying. The final piece of embodying the feeling of your desire is to trust the process. Once you have aligned your emotions with your desires, trust that the universe will respond in kind. Let go of the need to control how or when your desires will manifest. Your job is to stay in the emotional state of having already received your desire. The rest is up to the universe. Trust that everything is unfolding perfectly and that your desires are on their way to you. When you embody the feeling of your desire and trust in the process, you become a magnet for your manifestations, and they will arrive in ways that are often beyond what you could have imagined. Embodying the feeling of your desire is about living in the end, not waiting for it to happen. It's about claiming your power as a creator and recognizing that you already possess everything you need to manifest your dreams. When you embody the emotions of your desired reality, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive, and the universe will always meet you at the level of your expectation and feeling. Eliminating negative self-talk is one of the most crucial steps in manifesting your desires. That the way you speak to yourself internally shapes your beliefs, your emotions, and ultimately, your reality. Every thought you think and every word you say to yourself carries energy, and that energy either builds the life you want or keeps you from it. Negative self-talk is like a mental barrier that can block your ability to manifest, because it constantly reinforces feelings of doubt, fear, and unworthiness. To manifest what you truly want, you must become deeply aware of this inner dialogue and consciously eliminate any thoughts or words that do not support your highest good. Negative self-talk often stems from limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in us over time. These beliefs are usually the result of past experiences, societal conditioning, or the opinions of others. For instance, if you have been told that you are not smart enough, not attractive enough, or not successful enough, you may unconsciously repeat these beliefs to yourself without realizing it. The mind, once conditioned, tends to replay the same thoughts over and over, creating a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. The first step in eliminating negative self-talk is recognizing these limiting beliefs for what they are: false narratives that do not define who you are or what you are capable of. Awareness is key in this process. You must start paying attention to the conversations you are having with yourself throughout the day. This requires a heightened sense of mindfulness, where you actively observe your thoughts and catch yourself when you begin to engage in negative self-talk. It could be something as subtle as thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," or "I'm just not good enough for that." These thoughts may seem harmless at first, but they are actually sending powerful signals to your subconscious mind, telling it to continue creating experiences that reflect those beliefs. Once you become aware of negative self-talk, you must actively work to replace those thoughts with positive, empowering ones. This is not about forcing yourself to be positive all the time, but about shifting your inner dialogue to one that supports your growth and well-being. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," replace it with, "I am fully capable of achieving this." If you think, "I am not good enough," replace it with, "I am more than enough." These new positive statements might feel unnatural at first, especially if you have been engaged in negative self-talk for a long time. However, the more you practice, the more these affirming thoughts will become your new default. The energy behind your words matters just as much as the words themselves. When you speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and belief in your abilities, you create an inner environment that fosters growth, success, and fulfillment. Your subconscious mind begins to absorb these new beliefs, and as it does, your outer world begins to shift to match your inner reality. You start to see opportunities where there were once obstacles. You attract people and experiences that reflect the new, positive energy you are putting out into the world. This is the law of attraction at work. What you focus on internally will always manifest externally. Another aspect of eliminating negative self-talk is addressing the emotional component behind it. Often our negative thoughts are fueled by fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown. These fears can create a loop of negative thinking that feels difficult to break. The key is to acknowledge the fear without letting it control you. When you feel fear rising, instead of allowing it to trigger negative self-talk, take a moment to remind yourself that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. It's important to understand that you are not your fears. You are much more powerful than any negative thought or emotion that arises. Eliminating negative self-talk is not about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about shifting your focus away from limitations and toward possibilities. When you focus on what's possible, you give yourself permission to dream bigger and aim higher. You stop doubting yourself and start believing that you are worthy of achieving your desires. This belief is essential because the universe responds to the energy you put out. If you are constantly telling yourself that you can't, that you're not good enough, or that things never work out for you, the universe will continue to reflect that back to you. But if you begin to affirm that you are capable, deserving, and unstoppable, the universe will align with that energy and bring you the experiences that match it. It's also important to recognize that eliminating negative self-talk is an ongoing process. It's not something that happens overnight. You will have days where old thoughts of doubt and fear creep back in, but the goal is not perfection, it's progress. Every time you catch yourself in a moment of negative self-talk and choose to replace it with a positive, affirming thought, you are retraining your mind to think in a way that supports your growth. Over time, these positive thoughts will become second nature, and you will notice that the negative self-talk becomes less frequent and less powerful. This process requires patience, compassion, and commitment to yourself. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and encouragement that you would offer to a close friend or loved one. You would never speak to someone you care about in a harsh or critical way, so why do it to yourself? You deserve to speak to yourself with love, respect, and belief in your potential. The way you talk to yourself sets the tone for how you experience the world, and when you eliminate negative self-talk, you open the door to a life filled with more joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Eliminating negative self-talk is about reclaiming your power. It's about recognizing that your thoughts shape your reality and choosing to think in a way that aligns with the life you want to create. You are not a victim of your circumstances or your past experiences. You are the creator of your future. When you eliminate negative self-talk, you free yourself from the limitations that have been holding you back, and you step into a new reality where anything is possible. Your words are powerful, and when you speak to yourself with positivity, belief, and love, you unlock the full potential of your ability to manifest your desires. Being specific and clear is one of the foundational principles for successful manifestation. When you are specific and clear about what you want, you give a direct instruction to the universe. Your clarity provides a precise target for your energy, thoughts, and emotions, making it easier for you to align with your desired outcome. Vague desires yield vague results, while clear intentions set the stage for manifestation to happen with precision. The more specific and clear you are about what you want, the faster and more effectively the universe can deliver it. Clarity begins with knowing exactly what you desire. Many people struggle with manifestation because they aren't sure what they really want. They may have a general idea, like wanting to be successful or happy, but without specifics, it's difficult for the universe to respond. Success and happiness mean different things to different people, so you must define what those words mean to you. Does success mean financial freedom? Does it mean recognition in your field or building meaningful relationships? The clearer you are about what success or happiness looks like to you, the easier it becomes to manifest that reality. When you are specific about your desires, you also engage your subconscious mind in a powerful way. The subconscious thrives on detail and precision. It operates based on the instructions you give it, and if those instructions are vague or inconsistent, your subconscious mind has nothing concrete to work with. But when you provide clear, specific instructions, your subconscious mind begins to work behind the scenes to bring those desires to fruition. It aligns your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the specific outcome you've defined. This is why clarity is so important, not just for the universe to respond, but for your own mind to stay focused and aligned. Being specific also helps you focus your energy. Energy flows where attention goes, and if your attention is scattered or uncertain, your energy will be the same. However, when you are specific about what you want, you can channel all of your energy toward that one clear objective. This focused energy is what accelerates manifestation. It sharpens your intent and strengthens the vibration you send out to the universe. The more specific and clear you are, the more powerful the vibration, and the more aligned opportunities will come your way. Being specific allows you to visualize your desires with greater accuracy. Visualization is a key tool in the manifestation process, and the more detailed your vision, the more effective it will be. For example, if you are manifesting a new job, don't just visualize yourself working in an abstract role. Picture the exact kind of job you want, the kind of work environment you want to be in, the people you will be interacting with, and even how you feel in that job. The clearer and more specific your visualization, the more your subconscious mind will accept it as real, and the faster it will manifest. Another reason why specificity is so important is that it helps you to recognize opportunities when they present themselves. If you are clear about what you want, you will be more attuned to opportunities that align with your desires. It's like tuning into a specific frequency. When your desires are clear, you become more sensitive to anything that matches that vibration. You will notice signs, synchronicities, and opportunities that may have otherwise gone unnoticed if your desires were vague or unfocused. Clarity allows you to be receptive to the ways in which the universe is working to bring your desires to you. Being specific doesn't mean micromanaging how your desires will come to fruition. It's not about controlling every detail of the process. Instead, it's about being clear on what you want, while remaining open to the infinite ways the universe can deliver it. For instance, if you are manifesting a new relationship, be specific about the qualities you desire in a partner, their character, values, and how you feel when you are with them. However, avoid becoming fixated on how or when this person will appear. Trust that the universe knows the perfect timing and the best way to bring your desires to you. Specificity also helps to eliminate ambiguity and confusion. When you are clear about what you want, you remove any contradictions from your intentions. Often people send mixed signals to the universe because they are unclear about their desires. One day they might want one thing, and the next day they want something completely different. This inconsistency creates confusion and delays the manifestation process. By being specific and unwavering in your desires, you send a consistent message to the universe, which responds by delivering what you seek. In addition, being clear and specific helps to build your confidence in the manifestation process. When you know exactly what you want, you are more likely to believe that it is possible. Doubt creeps in when there is uncertainty or vagueness about your desires. But when you are clear, your belief in the manifestation process strengthens, and belief is a critical component of bringing your desires into reality. The more you believe in the clarity of your desires, the more aligned your energy becomes, and the more powerfully you manifest. Being specific also prevents distractions from taking you off course. Life is full of distractions and competing desires, and if you aren't clear about what you want, it's easy to get sidetracked. However, when you are specific, you stay focused on your goal, and you're less likely to be swayed by distractions or doubts. Specificity acts as an anchor that keeps you grounded in your vision, no matter what external circumstances arise. When you are specific and clear, you give the universe the opportunity to surprise you in the best possible ways. The universe loves detail, and it often delivers beyond what you could have imagined when you are clear about your desires. By setting a specific intention, you allow the universe to work its magic and orchestrate events, people, and circumstances that match your desires with precision. You may even find that the universe brings you something even better than what you originally envisioned, simply because you were clear in your intention. Specificity and clarity in your desires are not about limiting yourself or the universe. Instead, they are about providing a clear and focused target for manifestation to take place. When you are specific and clear, you create a direct line between your thoughts and your reality, allowing the universe to deliver your desires with precision, speed, and accuracy. Speaking with conviction is a powerful tool in the manifestation process. When you express your desires with confidence and certainty, you send a strong message not only to the universe but also to your own subconscious mind. Conviction communicates that you believe in the reality of your desires, and that you trust they are already on their way to manifesting. It is the difference between merely hoping for something and knowing, deep down, that it is already yours. The energy behind your words shapes the outcome of your desires. If your words are filled with hesitation or doubt, the universe mirrors that uncertainty back to you. But when you speak with conviction, you project confidence, determination, and unwavering faith, which accelerates the manifestation process. Speaking with conviction begins by believing in the power of your words. The words you speak carry weight. They are creative forces that shape your reality. Each time you speak, you are affirming a belief, consciously or unconsciously. When you declare something with conviction, you are planting a firm belief in your subconscious mind, which begins to act upon it. This is why it is so important to speak as if what you are saying is already true. When you say, "I am successful," or "I am deserving of love," with conviction, you affirm these truths not only to yourself but also to the world around you. The vibration of your words influences the energy you attract, and the universe responds accordingly. When you speak with conviction, you align your words with the feeling of certainty. It's not just about saying the right things, it's about embodying the energy behind those words. Speaking with conviction requires that you feel the truth of your statements on a deep, emotional level. When you affirm something with confidence, you feel it resonate within you, and that resonance sends out a powerful signal. The conviction behind your words becomes a magnet for your desires. The universe doesn't respond to empty words, it responds to the energy, belief, and emotion behind them. If you are merely going through the motions, repeating affirmations without feeling their truth, your words lose their power. But when you speak with conviction, your words become infused with the energy that can transform your reality. Conviction also speaks to the level of faith you have in the manifestation process. Faith is a critical component of manifesting anything you desire. When you speak with conviction, you are demonstrating faith in your ability to create the reality you want. You are not begging the universe or hoping for a favorable outcome. You are asserting your power as a co-creator. Speaking with conviction means that you trust in the process, that you trust in the timing, and that you trust in your own ability to bring your desires into reality. It is a declaration of belief, and belief is the fuel that drives manifestation. Conviction eliminates doubt and fear. Doubt is the enemy of manifestation, and when you allow doubt to creep into your words, you dilute their power. If you say, "I hope this happens," or "maybe one day I'll achieve this," you are leaving room for uncertainty. Speaking with conviction erases that uncertainty. Instead of hoping or wishing, you speak with the knowing that what you desire is already on its way to you. The conviction in your words leaves no space for doubt. It sends a message to the universe that you are serious, that you believe in the outcome, and that you are ready to receive it. This kind of certainty speeds up the manifestation process, as the universe responds more quickly to a clear and decisive energy. Another benefit of speaking with conviction is that it strengthens your own self-belief. Every time you affirm something with confidence, you reinforce your own inner knowing. You build momentum within yourself. Over time, the more you speak with conviction, the more you start to believe in your ability to manifest. You create a feedback loop of positive reinforcement. Your words feed your belief, and your belief fuels your words, creating a powerful cycle that brings your desires closer to reality. Speaking with conviction shifts your mindset from one of doubt and limitation to one of empowerment and possibility. It affirms your role as the creator of your life and helps you maintain focus on your desired outcome. Speaking with conviction also impacts how others perceive and respond to you. People are naturally drawn to confidence. When you speak with conviction, you not only influence your own subconscious mind and the universe, but also the people around you. Others will pick up on the energy of your words and respond to it. If you are manifesting a new job, a relationship, or a specific goal, your conviction will inspire others to believe in you as well. This collective belief can open doors and create opportunities that may not have been available if you were unsure or hesitant. Your conviction becomes contagious, and others begin to align with your vision. Speaking with conviction creates a ripple effect in your actions. The more you affirm your desires with confidence, the more your actions will align with your words. Conviction moves you to take inspired action because when you truly believe in the reality of your desires, you naturally act in ways that support them. You no longer feel the need to second-guess yourself or wait for permission from external circumstances. Instead, you move forward with the assurance that your desires are already manifesting. Conviction pushes you to act as if your manifestation is inevitable, which accelerates the process and brings your desires into physical reality. To speak with conviction is to claim your power. It is to declare that you are the creator of your experience and that what you desire is not only possible but already on its way. Your words become a vehicle for the energy of creation, shaping your reality in alignment with your deepest desires. When you speak with conviction, you eliminate the barriers of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. You open the floodgates for manifestation by aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the energy of certainty. Conviction empowers you to step fully into your role as a creator, transforming your desires from thoughts into tangible, lived experiences. Talking to yourself as if it's already done is one of the most powerful techniques in the manifestation process. When you engage in this mindset, you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with the reality you want to experience, as if it has already unfolded. This shift in perspective goes beyond mere wishful thinking or hoping for something to happen in the future. Instead, it involves stepping into the certainty that what you desire has already manifested. This certainty creates a sense of alignment with the outcome, allowing you to attract it into your reality with more ease and confidence. The key to talking to yourself as if it's already done lies in adopting a state of mind where you feel the result before it physically appears. It's not about waiting for external circumstances to validate your belief, but rather embodying that belief internally, even when there's no physical evidence yet. When you tell yourself, it's already done, you are telling your subconscious mind that there is no longer any separation between where you are and where you want to be. The more you consistently affirm this truth, the more your subconscious mind begins to accept it as reality. This internal acceptance then influences your actions, behaviors, and even how others perceive you, setting off a chain reaction that brings your desires to fruition. One of the most significant benefits of talking to yourself as if it's already done is the sense of peace and confidence it creates. When you approach life from the standpoint that your desires are already fulfilled, you eliminate feelings of lack, desperation, or impatience. Instead of constantly wondering when or how something will happen, you rest in the calm assurance that it's already on its way. This level of certainty reduces anxiety and stress, allowing you to focus your energy on the things that matter most, such as staying aligned with your vision and taking inspired action. You begin to move through life with a sense of ease, knowing that the universe is conspiring to bring your desires to you in the most perfect way. When you talk to yourself as if it's already done, you also start to feel a greater sense of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force in the manifestation process because it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. By feeling grateful for the outcome before it materializes, you are sending a signal to the universe that you trust in its delivery. This feeling of gratitude enhances the energy of abundance, making it easier for you to attract more of what you want. Each time you say to yourself, "Thank you for my new job," or "I'm so grateful for my loving relationship," you are aligning with the vibration of that reality, which accelerates its arrival. Talking to yourself as if it's already done rewires your brain. Your brain does not differentiate between imagined experiences and real ones. It responds to both with equal intensity. So when you speak to yourself as if your desired outcome is already achieved, your brain begins to create neural pathways that support this belief. This rewiring helps shift your thoughts, habits, and behaviors to align with the outcome you are manifesting. Over time, this process becomes second nature, and your brain starts operating from a place of certainty rather than doubt. You no longer entertain the possibility of failure because, in your mind, the outcome is already secured. This practice also impacts your self-identity. When you talk to yourself as if your desires are already fulfilled, you begin to see yourself as the person who has achieved those desires. This shift in self-identity is crucial, because manifestation is about becoming the version of yourself who is aligned with your desires. If you want to manifest abundance, you need to see yourself as abundant. If you want to manifest love, you need to see yourself as deserving and already in the vibration of love. By affirming that it's already done, you step into the identity of the person who has already received what they desire, and that identity shapes your reality. Talking to yourself as if it's already done also shifts the way you interact with the world around you. When you embody the mindset that your desires are already fulfilled, you carry yourself differently. You exude confidence, peace, and assurance in your interactions with others. People can sense this energy, and they respond to it positively. Opportunities may begin to flow more effortlessly because you are vibrating at a higher frequency. You no longer feel the need to chase or force things to happen because you are already aligned with the outcome you want. The universe responds to this alignment by bringing circumstances and people into your life that match your energy. Talking to yourself as if it's already done enhances your ability to take inspired action. When you operate from a place of certainty, you are more likely to take bold and decisive action because you no longer doubt the outcome. You move with purpose, knowing that every step you take is leading you closer to the physical manifestation of your desire. This sense of purpose fuels your motivation and keeps you focused on your goals. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the journey, you trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. Your actions become aligned with the belief that it's already done, and this alignment brings your manifestation into form with greater speed. Another key aspect of talking to yourself as if it's already done is the power of repetition. The more you affirm this truth to yourself, the stronger the belief becomes. Repetition helps reinforce the feeling of certainty and trains your subconscious mind to accept this new reality. Over time, your subconscious begins to reflect this belief in your outer world. The more you tell yourself, "It's already done," the more your reality starts to mirror that belief. You begin to attract circumstances, opportunities, and experiences that confirm your internal state of certainty. The universe always responds to your dominant thoughts and feelings, and by consistently affirming that it's already done, you align your outer world with your inner belief. Talking to yourself as if it's already done is about embracing the power of now. You are not waiting for the future to deliver your desires, you are claiming them in the present moment. This mindset shift brings you into alignment with the flow of life, where everything you desire is already available to you. The more you practice this technique, the more you realize that manifestation is not about striving or struggling, it's about stepping into the certainty that your desires are already on their way to you. By speaking to yourself as if it's already done, you become the creator of your reality, shaping your world with your words, thoughts, and beliefs. Repetitive affirmations hold immense power in shaping the reality you wish to create. The process of repetition isn't merely about saying words mindlessly. It's about embedding those affirmations deeply within your subconscious mind, which ultimately dictates your actions, thoughts, and perceptions of the world. When you consistently repeat affirmations aligned with your desires, you are rewiring your mental landscape, shifting from the patterns that may have been limiting you to a mindset that allows for unlimited possibilities. This process enables you to move from doubt and uncertainty to unwavering belief in your ability to manifest anything you desire. The power of repetitive affirmations lies in their ability to override negative thought patterns that may have been deeply ingrained over time. Most people go through life unknowingly reinforcing limiting beliefs through their inner dialogue. These beliefs might stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or self-doubt. However, by consciously choosing and repeating positive affirmations, you start to replace these old patterns with new, empowering beliefs. Every time you affirm something repeatedly, you are telling your subconscious mind that this is the new truth, and over time your subconscious begins to accept it as reality. This shift from doubt to belief is critical for manifestation. It's important to remember that the subconscious mind does not discriminate between what is real and what is imagined. It takes everything you tell it at face value. So when you continuously repeat affirmations like "I am abundant," "I am successful," or "I am loved," your subconscious begins to align with these truths, regardless of your current external circumstances. Over time, your actions, feelings, and thoughts will naturally begin to reflect the affirmations you've been repeating. This alignment is what creates the foundation for manifestation, as your inner world must first shift before your outer world can follow. Repetition is the key to making these affirmations stick. Your mind is accustomed to the thoughts and beliefs you've held for years, and it takes time to reprogram it with new ideas. This is where the consistency of repetitive affirmations becomes so crucial. It's not enough to say an affirmation once or twice and expect immediate results. The real transformation comes from persistence, repeating the same affirmations every day until they become second nature. When you repeat these affirmations consistently, they begin to feel more natural, and eventually they become your default mode of thinking. You no longer have to force yourself to believe them. They become ingrained in your subconscious mind as your new reality. The beauty of repetitive affirmations is that they can be used to address any area of your life, whether it's wealth, health, relationships, or personal growth. Whatever you desire to manifest, there is an affirmation that can help guide you toward it. The key is to craft affirmations that are specific to your goals and desires, and then repeat them consistently. For example, if you are looking to manifest more financial abundance, you might use affirmations like "Money flows to me easily and effortlessly," or "I am a magnet for wealth and prosperity." Repeating these affirmations daily will help shift your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Repetition also strengthens your emotional connection to the affirmation. The more you repeat it, the more you begin to feel the truth of it. Emotion is a critical component of manifestation because it amplifies the power of your thoughts. When you feel excited, grateful, or confident while repeating your affirmations, you are sending out a powerful signal to the universe that aligns with the vibration of your desires. This emotional energy further accelerates the manifestation process. It's not just the words themselves that hold power, but the feelings behind them. By repeating affirmations with feeling, you elevate your vibration and attract corresponding experiences into your life. Another important aspect of repetitive affirmations is their ability to break through resistance. Often, when we first begin affirming something new, we may encounter mental resistance or doubt. This is because the affirmation contradicts the beliefs we've held for so long. For instance, if you've spent years believing that you're not worthy of success, repeating the affirmation "I am successful" might initially feel uncomfortable or untrue. However, through repetition, you can break through this resistance. The more you repeat the affirmation, the more your subconscious mind starts to accept it, and over time the resistance fades away. What once felt impossible or untrue begins to feel natural and achievable. Repetitive affirmations also help you stay focused on your desires. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of your goals or get caught up in negativity. However, by repeating your affirmations throughout the day, you keep your mind focused on what you want to create, rather than what you want to avoid. Affirmations act as a reminder to keep your thoughts aligned with your desires, helping you stay on track even when challenges arise. This consistency and focus is what helps bring your desires to life, as you are constantly reinforcing the reality you want to create. Repetitive affirmations create a sense of empowerment. When you continuously affirm positive statements about yourself and your life, you take control of your reality. You begin to realize that you have the power to shape your life through your thoughts and beliefs. This sense of empowerment is crucial for manifestation, because it reinforces the idea that you are the creator of your own experience. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances or other people's opinions. You are in charge of your destiny. Each time you repeat an affirmation, you are reaffirming your power and your ability to manifest anything you desire. Repetitive affirmations cultivate patience and faith. Manifestation is not always instantaneous, and sometimes it takes time for your desires to materialize in the physical world. However, by repeating your affirmations consistently, you develop a sense of trust in the process. You know that even if you don't see immediate results, your desires are already in motion. Repetition helps you stay patient and persistent, knowing that what you are affirming will eventually come to pass. This faith in the process is what keeps you aligned with your desires, even in moments of doubt or delay. Repetitive affirmations are a powerful tool for transforming your reality. They allow you to reprogram your subconscious mind, break through limiting beliefs, and align your thoughts and emotions with the reality you wish to create. By repeating affirmations with consistency, feeling, and faith, you open yourself up to the limitless possibilities of manifestation. Each repetition brings you one step closer to the life you desire, as you consciously shape your inner world and, in turn, your outer reality. When you visualize while affirming, you bring an extraordinary level of power to your manifestation process. Visualizing allows your mind to construct vivid images of your desired reality, making your affirmations more real and believable to your subconscious. While affirmations alone have the power to shift your internal dialogue, the act of pairing them with visualization creates a multidimensional experience, where your thoughts, feelings, and images are all aligned toward a single purpose. This combination accelerates the process of manifestation by helping your mind and body fully embrace the truth of your affirmations. Affirmations, when spoken, are more than just words. They carry a vibrational frequency, a message that signals to your subconscious what you want to create in your life. By introducing visualization, you allow your subconscious mind to see and experience that message in the form of mental imagery. The clearer and more detailed your visualization, the more your subconscious begins to accept it as reality. The mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and imagined. It responds to whatever you feed it. By repeatedly affirming your desire and simultaneously visualizing it, you send a message to your mind that this is not just something you wish for, but something that already exists. For instance, let's say your affirmation is, "I am financially abundant." While saying these words, visualize yourself in scenarios that reflect this abundance. See yourself receiving checks, making large deposits into your bank account, or enjoying a life of financial freedom. Picture yourself feeling relaxed and confident, free from financial stress. Imagine the emotions you would feel if this were already true: joy, relief, excitement, and embody those feelings as you visualize. The combination of your spoken affirmation and the visual image creates a powerful force that propels your desires into reality. The key to this practice is consistency and immersion. Each time you affirm and visualize, you are planting a seed in your subconscious. Just like in nature, seeds take time to grow, but with constant nurturing, they eventually blossom. By repeatedly engaging in the practice of affirming and visualizing, you are nurturing the seed of your desire, allowing it to take root in your subconscious mind. Over time, this process will change your dominant thoughts and beliefs, aligning them with the vision you've been holding. Once your mind accepts your affirmation and visualization as truth, your outer world will begin to mirror that belief. One of the most powerful aspects of visualizing while affirming is that it shifts your energy to match that of your desired reality. Your thoughts and feelings are electromagnetic in nature, constantly attracting experiences that resonate with their frequency. When you visualize something as if it's already happening while affirming it to yourself, you raise your vibration to match the frequency of that desire. This creates a magnetic pull, drawing similar vibrations and opportunities toward you. Essentially, you begin to live in the frequency of the reality you want, making it easier for that reality to manifest in your life. Another key benefit of visualizing while affirming is that it deepens your emotional connection to your desires. The more vividly you can imagine your desired outcome, the more you can connect with the feelings it would bring. Emotion is a crucial component of manifestation because it amplifies the power of your thoughts. When you combine affirmations with visualization, you engage both your intellect and your emotions, creating a powerful synergy that speeds up the manifestation process. For example, if you are affirming love and happiness, see yourself in a loving relationship, feel the warmth of connection, and embody the happiness that comes with it. These emotions help solidify the belief that your desire is already true. Visualization also serves as a tool for overcoming resistance and doubt. Sometimes, when we speak affirmations, we encounter mental blocks. Our mind resists the new belief because it conflicts with our current reality or past experiences. However, by visualizing alongside your affirmations, you bypass some of this resistance. Instead of relying solely on words to shift your beliefs, you give your subconscious mind a visual representation of what you want. Over time, your subconscious becomes more accepting of your affirmations because it can now see and feel the possibility of them being true. By visualizing while affirming, you also engage the power of focus. Manifestation requires a clear, concentrated focus on your desires. However, in everyday life, it's easy to get distracted or caught up in negativity. Visualizing while affirming helps you direct your attention back to what you want, rather than what you don't want. It trains your mind to stay aligned with your desires, even when external circumstances seem to suggest otherwise. The more you focus on the reality you want to create, the more energy you give it, and the quicker it manifests. Visualizing also helps make your affirmations more believable. If your affirmation feels too far removed from your current reality, it might be difficult for your subconscious to fully accept it. But when you visualize that reality, even in small, achievable steps, it begins to feel more attainable. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am a successful entrepreneur," but you haven't started a business yet, visualization can help bridge that gap. See yourself taking the steps toward building that business, meeting clients, creating products, receiving praise for your work. By visualizing the process, not just the end result, you make your affirmation more tangible and realistic to your mind. The act of visualizing while affirming also strengthens your belief in the inevitability of your desires. The more you practice, the more you start to feel that what you are affirming and visualizing is already yours. This belief is crucial because it eliminates the sense of desperation or longing that can sometimes come with manifesting. When you visualize your desires as already fulfilled, you shift from a mindset of wanting or needing to one of having. You begin to feel as if your desire is already here, and this feeling of certainty is what accelerates the manifestation process. Visualizing while affirming helps you develop a greater sense of gratitude for your desires, even before they materialize in your external world. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states, and by visualizing your desires as already fulfilled, you can tap into that gratitude. As you see yourself living in the reality you want, feel the gratitude for it as if it's already here. This not only raises your vibration, but also reinforces the belief that your desires are on their way. When you combine affirmations, visualization, and gratitude, you create a powerful trifecta that propels you toward the life you want to manifest. Visualizing while affirming is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest anything you desire. It engages your mind, emotions, and imagination, helping you align fully with the reality you want to create. By seeing and feeling your desires as already fulfilled, you bring them closer to manifestation, allowing them to unfold effortlessly in your life. Maintaining a consistent inner dialogue is one of the most crucial aspects of shaping your reality and manifesting your desires. The words you speak to yourself form the foundation of your beliefs, attitudes, and ultimately the life you lead. This inner dialogue functions like a constant soundtrack to your existence, subtly influencing your thoughts, emotions, and actions. To create the life you desire, it's essential to cultivate a positive, empowering inner dialogue that aligns with your goals and aspirations. I think about it every day. You engage in a conversation with yourself, whether consciously or subconsciously. This internal dialogue can be constructive or destructive. When you consistently speak positively to yourself, you foster a mindset that supports growth, opportunity, and success. Conversely, negative self-talk can sabotage your efforts and lead to feelings of doubt, fear, and limitation. Therefore, being aware of your inner dialogue is the first step toward transforming it. To maintain a consistent inner dialogue, you must first become mindful of what you are saying to yourself. This awareness is crucial because many individuals may not realize the extent of their negative self-talk. For instance, you might catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough." These thoughts creep in unconsciously, but they have a profound impact on your self-esteem and confidence. By identifying these negative patterns, you can begin to challenge and reframe them. Once you are aware of your inner dialogue, the next step is to actively cultivate a more positive and constructive narrative. This means replacing negative statements with affirming ones. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you might say, "I am capable of overcoming challenges and achieving my goals." The power of language lies in its ability to shape your beliefs. By consistently speaking kindly and encouragingly to yourself, you build a mindset rooted in confidence and possibility. When you visualize your desired outcomes, incorporate your positive affirmations into that mental imagery. For instance, if your goal is to achieve a promotion at work, visualize yourself in that position while affirming, "I am successful and deserving of this promotion." This combination enhances the emotional connection to your desires, making them feel more attainable and real. Be mindful of your environment and the influence it has on your inner dialogue. Surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals who uplift and inspire you. Negative influences, whether they come from people or media, can seep into your subconscious and affect your self-talk. When you consistently expose yourself to positive messages and encouragement, you reinforce the inner dialogue that aligns with your goals. Keeping a journal can be an effective tool for maintaining a consistent inner dialogue. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and affirmations regularly. Journaling not only helps clarify your desires, but also provides a space for you to reflect on your inner dialogue. As you look back on your entries, you may identify patterns or recurring themes that can be adjusted or reinforced. This practice of self-reflection deepens your understanding of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to make necessary adjustments to your inner dialogue. Gratitude is another powerful element to weave into your inner dialogue. Expressing gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. By acknowledging the positive aspects of your life, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and appreciation. For example, you might say to yourself, "I am grateful for the opportunities I have and the progress I am making." This practice not only enhances your overall outlook on life, but also reinforces a positive inner dialogue that attracts more of what you desire. Maintaining a consistent inner dialogue requires dedication and practice. It is not something that will change overnight, but with perseverance and commitment, you can reshape your inner narrative. Understand that you have the power to influence your thoughts and beliefs. By consistently speaking positively to yourself, you lay the groundwork for your reality. Your inner dialogue is a reflection of your self-perception, and by nurturing it, you open the door to greater self-confidence, resilience, and the ability to manifest your dreams. As you cultivate this positive inner dialogue, you will notice shifts in your mindset, behavior, and even your external circumstances. When you believe in your ability to create the life you desire, you take inspired actions that align with those beliefs. Your inner dialogue will become a source of strength and motivation, guiding you through challenges and propelling you toward your goals. Remember, your words are powerful. By maintaining a consistent inner dialogue rooted in positivity, affirmation, and self-compassion, you empower yourself to manifest anything you desire and create a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. As we conclude this exploration of self-talk and manifestation, it's essential to recognize the profound power of our words and thoughts. The journey to manifesting your desires begins within, where your inner dialogue shapes your reality. By affirming your desired reality, using present tense statements, embodying the feeling of your desires, eliminating negative self-talk, being specific and clear, speaking with conviction, talking to yourself as if your dreams are already fulfilled, using repetitive affirmations, visualizing while affirming, and maintaining a consistent inner dialogue, you create a fertile ground for your aspirations to blossom. Every day you have the opportunity to choose the narrative that plays in your mind. Your self-talk can either be a barrier or a bridge to your goals. When you speak to yourself with love, encouragement, and confidence, you open up to a world of possibilities. Remember that it's not just about the words you say, but the energy and belief behind them. As you practice these principles, trust the process and be patient with yourself. Transformation takes time, but each positive affirmation, each moment of self-love, and each visualization brings you closer to your desired reality. Embrace this journey with an open heart and mind, knowing that you possess the ability to shape your life according to your dreams. The universe is always listening to your inner dialogue, and as you align your thoughts and words with your deepest desires, you will witness the miraculous unfolding of your aspirations. So let your self-talk be a powerful testament to your dreams. And as you navigate this beautiful journey of manifestation, remember that you have the strength within you to create the life you truly desire. Speak kindly to yourself, affirm your worth, and watch as the world responds to the incredible energy you radiate. Your dreams are waiting, and you have the key to unlock them.